Again, we are coming back to the next question or next segment, whatever we can call it. How you see Neech Raj Bhang Yoga? Because it is a very common yoga. Again, we are not going too much deep into the technical aspects of yogas. I only know one or two yogas, the Gaj Kesari Yoga, Neech Bhang Yoga. How you see, because Mercury exalted in Virgo Rashi, and in the same Rashi, Shukra is depleted. Consistently, there are certain Neech Bhang Raj Yoga which we see all the times. How you see Neech, how they work on the personal level or on a chart level or on an astrological level? Because a lot of our viewers have these Neech Bhang Raj Yoga.
I don't see them working very effectively.
Okay.
Okay. It is written in the Shastras that an exalted planet placed with the depleted planet loses his
strength. Yes.
Things like this. But it doesn't work like this. Like you gave an example right now, that there is an exalted Mercury with a depleted Shukra or Venus.
Shukra. Ji.
In a male sign, this is not a good combination to have. Not at all. Okay. Not at all. Okay. The environment is corrupted. Why? Because there is a comfortable planet on the earth level. There is an uncomfortable planet on the earthy level. To me, there is no such thing as Neech Bhang. Okay. To me, there are only yogas. The association of Mercury and Venus. The association of Mercury and Venus can make you a good singer, can make you a good person, can make you a pervert also. Right. Yeah, especially with that combination, yes. With that combination. Because you have a depleted Venus, which is sex, and you have an intellectual planet, which is Mercury, which is thought. So most of the time, these people have this thing in their mind. The good part is that Venus being the planet of beauty, the planet of presentation, art, drawing, sketching, singing, acting, and Mercury being the intellect, this combination at times produces great musicians, great singers, very big actors, very big artists. Yeah, Amitabh Bachchan, you have mentioned that. Yeah. Oh, this is how I take it. It is not the cancellation of any planet that, okay, fine, that because I am sitting comfortable, I will make you comfortable. It doesn't happen like this. It doesn't happen like this. There is, to me, Neech Bhang does not exist. If I am weak and you have come to me as a stronger planet, I will latch on to you. But I will only latch on to you if you are my friend. What if you are my enemy? Right. Then I will trouble you more.
But in general terms, Mercury and Venus are considered good friends. So how you see that?
Okay, let me give you a hierarchy, the way Vedas do it. It says mutual friends and temporal friends.
Okay.
Temporal friends meaning any planet that is placed 212 from yours, any planet.
Right, right.
They become temporal friends. Temporary, they may be the enemies, like Sun, Saturn may be enemies.
Right.
But if they are placed next to each other, sign corresponding, one sign ahead, one sign back, they become temporal friends.
Right.
Let us say your Sun is in the 10th house, your Saturn is in the 11th.
Right.
Have a 212 relationship. They are temporal friends.
Friends.
But Shastra says that any two friends coming together, they also become temporal enemies. Why? Because the house
they are sitting in,
each planet wants to rule that house, rule that environment.
Right.
So let us say that for there Mercury is exalted and Venus is depleted.
Right.
Even them being friends will now turn into enemies.
Okay.
The best of the friends sitting together are temporal enemies. That is why I said there is no such thing as Neech Bhang, because even Mercury and Venus being best of the friends would cancel the powers of each other.
Right.
Because in planetary system, there is no such thing as coexistence. One has to do karmas in such a manner that even so many planets in the 8th house come up to make me Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to change my life. I have to change my pattern. I have to change entire thing for all planets to coexist. This kind of a discipline, most of the humans don't have. That is why not all people with so many planets in the 8th house will become the greatest person or the greatest actor on this earth. They will have a lot of issues in a lot of areas in their life. If you permit me to go to the first session when we started, we
Please.
started with karmas.
Right.
Started with karmas.
Right.
This is the most important part of karmas. How we make the planet coexist. Am I in control? That will I make even the best of the Venus and Mercury to make me a pervert? To spoil the yoga? Or will I take it to the level where I become a master craftsman,
Right.
a master businessman, a master presenter, a master actor, a known producer, a known writer? What do I become? All these things are dependent on karmas.
Again, the bhav matters.
Yeah, how I take it,
Yeah.
how I take it further. If having a good Mercury-Venus combination, I am not singing, I am not practicing singing, I am ruining my planets. It is not that you have to become a big singer just because you have a Mercury-Venus together. It's just that you have to learn to make the planet coexist.
Right.
For that, you will have to learn singing. For that, you will have to learn an instrument. So
Right.
that at least you know that these planets are coexisting. If anybody who has got Mercury and Venus together and is not singing, is not playing a flute or an instrument or any instrument of choice, he's actually creating problems between two planets.
Wow. I have never heard something like this before. Never.
So people who don't do it have a problem like this. They have the problem in thinking, they have the problem in bodily functions.
Right.
But if you have a Mercury Venus together, and maybe you do riyas, you sing, you are into classical singing, especially the Indian classical, you are into ragas, these planets will create less problem for you. People do so many upayas. The biggest upaya is this: the Venus is the god of music,
Music, arts, all the artistic qualities.
all the artists. Mercury is voice, is air.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm not amalgamating both of them together, the quality of my air, the way I speak, the way I present, the way I sing, it's not as you're supposed to become a big singer.
Right.
It's just that you have to make the planet learn to coexist with each other.
So
If
bring
you cannot
good
become a
chemistry.
singer, if you cannot become a singer, become an actor, become an artist, start drawing, start sketching,
Oh, such a
Start painting.
wonderful remedy you have mentioned.
start painting. Start doing something that makes both of these planets not clash with each other,
Work
but coexist.
together. Right. Great point.
So I say that I do not believe too much in Neech Bhang. I believe more in karmas.
Right.
How to make the particular, what I have, how to make the best use of it. This is astrology to me, in my mind.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bhaiya. This is such a great session we have done on the Neech, because there were a lot of confusion on the Neech Bhang Rajyog. Lot of people asked me the same thing, and I thought, why not to ask Kitanshu Bhaiya for this? Because the point you have mentioned, same the viewers can use for Sun and Saturn, because that is the another very commonly seen conjunction. Use the attributes of Sun and Saturn.
Sun and Saturn, if you do not respect your father, this conjunction will go very bad for you. Simple as that. If you respect your father, like in terms of Venus and Mercury, we talked. You know, the beautiful fact about that is Saturn is enemy to Sun. Sun is neutral to Saturn.
Saturn. Yes.
Father can never be against the Sun,
Right.
but Sun most of the time is against the father.
Yes.
People have a lot of differences with their parents. People who have Sun Saturn together, please treat your father most lovingly, most respectfully. Take as much blessings as you can from your father. The Sun Saturn combination will trouble you less. Otherwise, the Sun Saturn combination will give you a lot of struggle in your life, a lot of issues from the government, a lot of health issues. A lot of health issues. The moment you realize that, okay, fine, there is only one enemy to me, that is my father. But you give up that enmity because I have the Sun Saturn combination. Nobody else does. That is the soul that I have to make happy.
Again, the karmas.
That soul who is my father right now. Most of the people who will now write back to you that I have Sun Saturn combination and I don't have a father.
Yes. Yes.
Even if you don't have a father, you may be having somebody elder in the family, some uncle, maybe your father-in-law.
Yeah.
Maybe your elder, maybe the elders in the family. Anybody who's father figure should be loved and respected.
Right.
I can go on for combinations like this.
No, but lastly, I would love to take again quickly a quick view on again the most badnaam conjunction Moon Ketu on a mundane level.
Yes, absolutely. You see, Ketu is a catalyst. Understand Ketu, the nature of Ketu. Ketu is a catalyst which will hasten up any reaction. Any reaction.
Okay.
So the mind, when placed with a catalyst, it starts to think too much. Every time the mind is thinking.
Right.
People with Moon Ketu should start meditating and stop this monkey mind from thinking too much. Channelize your energy towards the cosmos because Ketu is the
wire.
Ketu represents wire. It represents the connection for God. And for you, for a particular person, it is connected with Ketu. The moon, the mind. God is giving instructions. Please sit down quietly, listen to his instructions only and nobody else's.
And how we do that? The general way is meditate.
Meditating. Sattvic food, like we started, Sattvic, Rajasvic and Tamasic.
The gunas.
You want to get connected to God, become a vegetarian. Why? Because vegetarian food, non-vegetarian food, they are all broken down into two factors. First, makes up the body. Whatever I eat makes up my health, my body. As the Shastra described it, the ras, the essence of that food makes up my mind. So if I have a lot of tamasic food, tamasic meaning the lower strata, that is a lot of fried, a lot of spicy, a lot of non-vegetarian food, a lot of alcohol, the ras or the essence comes out to be tamasic in nature. Right. But if I have more of fruits, if my eating habits are very particularly oriented with a timetable, the element of the ras or the essence coming out of nature is natural.
There is a saying in Hindi, right? Jaisa ahar, vaisa vyavhar.
Yeah, jaisa an, vaisa man.
And again,
if you have tamasic food, it will become reactive to everything. It will not be a calm mind. It get agitated very soon.
Right.
People in India are more peaceful, they say it. They take it very peacefully. Oh, no problem. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. People in the West get agitated very, very, very quickly. Oh my God, this thing is happening. That is happening. They get bugged up very quickly.
Right.
We have dal chawal, rice and lentils, simple, curd and rice.
Right.
Makes you one of the most intelligent person.
Yeah. So again, I want to tell the viewers that we are not trying to offend anyone. This is just
no.
Our perspective in terms of lifestyle change, because that's what I have learned from you, and I want to tell the viewers here that just on Bhaiya's advice, I started following that. Huge, good, positive results I'm seeing in myself on certain level. Yes, there is. just by changing the daily eating habits. So it really works. It works. So based on my experience, based on Bhaiya's experience, we were discussing that. So don't take it on a other way around, because a lot of people, I know people sometimes take things in a bad manner, but we are,
please don't think in that manner.
Okay.
It is just that the food generally what we have gives a portion of that food becomes our mind too.
Yeah.
So the lighter, the easier food gives you a very light and an easy mind.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so much.